John and Ken Show. John Cobell and Ken Champeau. KFI AM 640, more stimulating talk radio. Today was the great fast food strike, or was it? How much of this is a fraud? Well, Joe Kwan from KFI, because we here at KFI, the news department, and all of us, we take nothing at face value. We actually ask people to prove their claims. We investigate to see if what we're hearing and seeing is true. And that's what Joe Kwan did today, to see if these fast food workers on strike were really fast food workers. And so let's get Joe on here. Joe.
Hey.
Now, I'm pretty sure I heard you say in the report that you talked to 17
I talked to 17 people. I just picked them at random. There was a whole line of them marching down Western toward Hollywood and Highland. And I just literally picked people at random. And I spoke to 17 people, and I kept track of who said they were fast food workers and who said they weren't, and if they were unions. If you want to hear it, I have this montage, actually.
But did you find that 16 out of the 17 you interviewed were not fast food workers?
Yes, that's right. Only one of the 17 people I spoke with were actually fast food employees, or was a fast food employee.
Only one of the 17 were really fast. Only one of the 17 was a fast food employee. That's shocking. That's astonishing.
Well, who were the rest of these people?
I'll play it for you, actually.
Okay.
Some of them were healthcare workers. Another person was a security guard. They were all union members. I'll play it for you.
Where do you work? I work at Woodland.
Sorry about that.
Are you a fast food worker?
I'm not.
Do you work at the fast food joint?
No, I'm a warehouse worker.
Do you work at a fast food joint?
No, I don't. I'm a retired teacher.
Do you work at a fast food joint?
No, I'm just here supporting them.
Do you work at a fast food joint?
No, I don't, but I know people that do.
Are you part of the union?
Yes, I am.
Which union?
SEIU, ULTCW.
Where do you work?
I work at Woodland Hills Kaiser.
Okay, and you don't work at a fast food joint?
No.
Are you part of a union?
Yes, I am.
What'd you say?
Yes, I am.
Which one?
SEIU UHW, United Healthcare Workers West.
Do you work at a fast food joint?
No, we're the union.
What union are you with?
SEIU.
And why are you out here? Why are you out here?
Fighting for their rights.
And you don't work at a fast food joint?
No, I don't.
So, sir, you're not a fast food worker?
No, I'm not.
No, you're not. But you're part of a union?
Yes, USWW, SEIU.
So that kind of sums it up for me. Everybody that I talked to were mostly in unions. There was one person who legitimately worked at a McDonald's on Manchester.
Yeah, you got to have somebody out there to tell the story of how they can't live on $8 an hour.
I don't believe this. I see all the headlines all day long. Fast food workers on strike. You go there, and there's hardly any fast food workers on strike. It's other people who have jobs who aren't on strike.
They were actually picketing and did this rally outside of Burger King, but the Burger King right there stayed open, and the McDonald's right next door stayed open. People actually, when I was driving toward it, I saw people walking with McDonald's coffees in their hands. So the fast food places were still open.
Now, what's this about? Some of them had purple bands around their wrists. I heard that in the first clip we played from you earlier in the show. Did this mean something, or?
Yeah, so I saw a lot of people with these blue bands. Some of them had yellow bands. They were tied on their wrists or their arms. And I started asking people, because some of the people that I spoke to, and that was only, what you just heard was just some of it. Some people didn't want to talk to me, but I said, hey, can I just ask you about these bands? Because I see them all over the place. And this one guy told me this.
Okay. You have both of these bands that I've been trying to figure out here.
You know
what do the bands mean?
One is for lunch, and then someone gave me another one, and then I had to sign in, but then I had to sign another clipboard, so I'm really not sure. Everyone's just been coming up saying, well, sign in on our list and signing on our list, so signing on our...
So the blue one, it means that you're here representing a union and participating, supporting? Or?
My union gave me this one, and then this was another one here from another union. They gave me this.
Okay, so if people have the bands, they're part of a union?
Yes.
No, that's how you identify them.
It was easy to spot the fakes.
And did he say that one of them was for lunch?
Yeah, that was one of... I spoke, and I didn't just confirm it with him, because one person may have heard that. I talked to a couple of people, and they told me, yeah, that's for food, or yeah, that's for checking in. And this one woman who tried to get out of talking to me by claiming she didn't speak English confirmed, oh, that's... you know what? I'll just let her say it.
What the bands are for? I was just curious because I saw a lot of people wearing them.
I don't know, no speak English.
Who are you supposed to give those out to?
This is for food.
For food?
Yeah, for lunch. Yeah.
Oh, the food bride.
And wait a second, she's speaking English too.
Yeah, well, I spoke very broken Spanish in between there that I edited out because it was terrible. But she said, yeah, it's for lunch.
It's lunch. That's how you get the union workers to show
how you
up and give
round
them a
up
free
people.
lunch.
Sure, you give them a free meal.
Well, this looks like a fake protest.
All right, very good, Joe.
Very good, Joe.
Thanks for that.
Excellent work.
All right,
All
as
right, so,
KFI News can do, they ferreted out the truth. I mean, 16 out of 17 people randomly interviewed were not fast food workers.
And you could pick them out with the wristbands. So I'm really curious to see how the TV coverage works here. And on the ABC 7 site, there's a headline: Fast food workers stage protests for higher pay. Thousands of workers staging protests in dozens of cities, including L.A. And let's see. I'm looking to see here. It looks like this reporter here, his name is Q McRae, didn't bother to interview these people to see if they're really fast food workers. He just took it at face value that they were legitimate fast food workers demanding more money. But Joe Kwan asked and found out that they weren't. This is a fake protest.
What you might see on TV, you're going to see people tonight interviewed who will tell you their tale of woe as a fast food worker getting by an $8 an hour, but that's not representative, apparently, of the crowd that was there.
And you
can always find one, I suppose.
And I think there was only one, because Channel 4 interviewed a woman named Talisha Rice. Then I'm looking, Channel 7 also interviewed Talisha Rice.
Now, let me tell you what happens at these things, because I've covered them. And as soon as one of the leaders, the union leaders, sees that you're with the media, they go right to you and they say, okay, we have 2 people for you to talk to. And so they have picked out, before it even begins, 2 people with a tale of woe.
Who are also very articulate, I imagine.
They are articulate, and they do not like you talking to people at random like Joe did, because this is what happens.
You find out that they're not fast food workers.
Yeah, so the protest is a fake, and the media, the TV media in L.A. is reporting it as real. We now know that Channel 4 and Channel 7 has reported this as a real protest because the reporters didn't bother to interview these protesters to see if they actually worked at a fast food joint. How hard is that?
Damn media.
See, and the thing is, the union organizers know this. Like Shannon said, they get one person out or 2 people out. That distracts the idiot reporters.
Yes, because we are very lazy, and I'm not being facetious. And so when they say, hey, they serve you up someone, we've got Joe here ready to talk to you. You're like, okay, great, let's grab Joe and get out of here and go grab some lunch.
Because they know all the robots, all the morons at the TV stations just want the establishing shots of people shouting and waving their signs and chanting in rhymes. And then you cut to the sound bite from fast food worker number 1, then more shouting. Then you cut to fast food worker number 2, and then you wrap it up. And there you have your minute 15-second report. And that's all they're there for, is to get a minute 15-second report, people shouting and waving, couple of quick sound bites. They never bother to investigate that the whole thing is a fraud.
All right, we'll give you a lot more background on this when we come back and why the union's so heavily involved. You may have already guessed they want to unionize these workers. Coming up.
John and Ken Show.